innovation is making progress, developing new things, new ideas, expanding on things we already have in order to make a positive impact on society.
All right, well, to me, innovation is just trying to find something better these days to look forward to in society, trying to come up with new ideas and new technology in order to make our lives a little bit easier these days, because it is pretty hard.
I definitely think that innovation and anything to do with technology is going to advance our country and our world, and without that, we would have no progress.
I personally think that it helps us with jobs easier, say like the assembly line. Technology helps us with that. It can help make jobs safer. Take for instance your camcorder. I mean, what would you do without it? I mean, you wouldn't be able to interview me right now. The cell phone, iPod, it just makes things a lot more simpler and easier to use. So, but I gotta get going to class. So.
I would say it's anything that we do to solve a problem.
I think innovation's like taking an existing technology and taking it further than it's ever been taken before.
I would say technology helps my everyday life because I'm an out-of-state student here, and without like cell phones, I wouldn't really be able to keep in contact with like my family or my boyfriend, so it helps.
Innovation is creating or modifying some type of technology, whether it's current or being developed, so that it helps people's lives and it changes lives.
Like Twitter, for example, social networks, if something happens, in case of disaster, you stay connected through the internet, through sources, through Twitter, Facebook. You always have a wide range of sources you can use for information.
For me, innovation is actually like amelioration. You're making something better. For the most part, what I've seen in innovation is someone changing something, someone doing something different, doing something new, using a different idea, a different insight. A lot of times, just because something needs to be changed or to make it more accessible or easier for everybody.
Okay, innovation and technology to me is something that we all need. It's like going to be the next tomorrow because we're always progressing in this technological world, and it's very important to keep up with the times.
Okay, innovation to me is just like something that improves upon previous technology, I guess. And technology is useful for me because it helps me in every part of my daily life, like keeping in touch with friends, schoolwork, basically anything you want to do can be helped by technology. So
innovation to me is something that improves things, and it's technology, like new technology is useful as a future educator. We're using it in the classroom more and more.
Okay, what is innovation? Innovation is anything that would either make the human race or this country more particular go forward. So I think that's what technology definitely plays a part in it. It helps out, but innovation definitely whatever makes us step forward and be better as a human and as a country.
Technology has helped us advance. Technology is the best thing in the world.
Innovation and technology to me is just improving the things that we have now and just making them better and just more efficient for human use.
I think that technology is good and also bad. I mean, I've noticed a huge change in just my lifestyle, obviously with like Facebook and texting. I mean, I don't see people as much, and I know that I feel a lot more comfortable sometimes, like saying things to people, you know, but you also lose that personal touch, and I've noticed just how things can come across a lot differently, especially with internet and stuff like that. But I do like technology. I think it definitely benefits us, but at the same time it causes us to miss parts of culture that we had before. So
I think I see innovation as whatever moves the world. Innovation is what keeps us going. Innovation is what makes us adventurous, and it kind of inspires us to achieve higher heights. So, I mean, without innovation, well, I don't know what the world would be now, because that's exactly what moves us. You get inspired, you get onto something, you get visions. Innovation, if you even have a vision and you don't have innovation, I mean, it's all dead. So innovation kind of is the drive to achieve a better life in our society. Yeah.
So innovation is anything that makes life easy, and we are.
I think for us, we use it in a lot of different ways. We use it in our office here in terms of to keep records, to keep, we're a nonprofit theater, and so we use it in terms of those things, but then also in terms of our shows, we use it in a lot of different ways, sound, lighting, those kind of things. So it's very important to what we do.
Being a volunteer here, it's a little bit different. I think innovation is also keeping on track with other people, where the future is going and where you can go from here. So not only that, you look at the internet, etc., as research and what everybody else is doing, what the potential for the market ends up being, but there are the drawbacks too, where it's a lot of copycat. Other people can figure out exactly what you're doing and where you're going and try and rip off your ideas too.
We use it every day, and I think it's good and bad. It's really useful, and you come to rely on it so much. So when the computer's down or the internet connection's not working, you almost feel like scared, like you can't do anything. So I think it's a little bit creepy in that way. But overall, I think
it's helped us be able to keep in touch with everyone in our program too, and all of the parents of the kids that we teach, and to get the information straight to them, because you can't always rely on it going home on a piece of paper. So we send emails a lot.
Well, I think innovation and technology has its pros and cons. One of the cons, I would say, that it can take people away from old-fashioned human interaction, where people had the time and the patience to talk with one another without technology interfering. So it was more people on a social level. I thought it was really good. Now for the pros, I think that it does offer a lot of opportunity. It broadens people's horizons as far as learning more. You have an increase in knowledge and awareness of a lot more in the world through innovation and technology. So on that basis, that it is good.
I enjoy seeing technology evolve, and especially from the perspective I have now, being older, because when I was a kid, there weren't even computers. And it's just amazing now the leaps and bounds we're making in technology, and people coming up with new ideas to make life easier. And this was like science fiction 30 years ago, and now it's real life. The other side of that, of innovation, is sometimes the innovative ideas and inventions and technologies just seems like it makes life more complicated. But on the whole, I think it's a good thing, technology.